Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is going to be your ultimate guide to build and upgrade the lightning staff in Origins. We'll start off with a little bit of gameplay of the non-upgraded version of the staff. The regular shot fires out a ball of purple electricity in a pretty damn straight line, and any zombies that get hit by it are gonna get essentially zapped. It's pretty damn decent for killing zombies, and the projectile moves fairly fast too, so it's precise. There's no drop-off or anything like that. Once you've got it upgraded, you're gonna get access to a big old ball of electricity, which is really good for killing zombies, but we'll be showing you some gameplay of that towards the end of the video. Here is a quick overview of the steps that we're going to be covering in this guide. For the regular staff, we're going to collect the Gramophone and the associated records. We'll also be collecting 3 staff fragments and the gem for the staff, and then we'll be able to craft it. And once that's done, the upgrade really is just the home stretch, because it's really straightforward. All we've got to do is a very simple puzzle in the crazy place, and then turn some dials in the map and kill some zombies and you're done. To get started, we need to collect several different objects, and 2 of them, the Gramophone and the black record, are actually shared across all of the staffs. The Gramophone can be found to the left or right of the wooden table in the top area of the mound. Once you've grabbed that, come out of the mound and check the following 3 locations for the black record. One possible spawn is in a wheelbarrow on top of the mound. Another spawn is just around a corner from that first spawn, actually, on the wooden walkway just behind this sign. And the final spawn is actually round the back of the mound nearby the path that goes towards the church. Once you've got those 2 items, you'll be able to place them down on the table that you originally collected the Gramophone at, and the chamber below you will open. Now, it's very important that you remember that it's good zombies etiquette to pick up your Gramophone when you're done using it. Don't leave it behind. Don't be that guy or girl. Because we're building the lightning staff in this video, we also need to find the purple record, and it's got 3 spawn locations, all centered around Generator 4, aka Juggernog. The first possible spawn is on a wooden cart on the mud path outside the generator entrance, so it'll just be on the side of that wooden cart. Another possible spawn is on the table next to the Wonder Fizz machine, which is right next to Juggernog. And the final possible spawn is at the bottom of the wind tunnel on top of an electrical box. So head into the wind tunnel, look for those metal electrical box generator things, and it could be on there. Once you've found that record and you've got the black record already and the Gramophone, you can go to the lightning tunnel, which is by the stamina up machine or generator 5, and head right down to the bottom, place the Gramophone on the table, and go through the portal that's going to appear in front of you. By the way, you do need to go through this particular tunnel for this particular step. Once you're in the crazy place, go over to the purple altar that has just opened up for you, and inside, you should find a purple gem waiting to be picked up. Do so. We now need to collect 3 separate staff fragments for the lightning staff, and they are all going to be accessible via the tank only, so head over to the church where the tank is going to start off its journey, and assuming it isn't cooling down at that moment or anything like that, you're going to want to call it in. It'll start trundling its way through the map, and as you go past Generator 4, look on your right-hand side in front of you for a wooden platform that kind of stands out across the bridge. You're going to want to stand on the back right side of the tank and get ready to jump as soon as that wooden platform is in front of you. If you manage to land it successfully, congratulations, because it can be a little fiddly to do that, to be quite honest with you, and you should then be able to run down the path and grab the part at the end of it. If you miss the jump, you'll have to take the tank around the entire map again and essentially give it another go. After that first journey, the tank will cool down outside the tank station, and when it's ready to go again, I recommend, if you have 2 people in your game, both of you ride the tank at this point, because there are 2 parts to collect on this part of the journey. The first available part on this part of the journey is going to be from the left side of the tank, so have one of your players standing on that side, ready to jump, and as you go past the mound, you should see that there's an unused wooden walkway available for you to jump onto. Do so, and at the end of that walkway, you'll find your staff part. Meanwhile, the other player on the tank, looking the other way to the right side, needs to be ready to do a jump of their own, which you can see in the gameplay here. And what they'll end up doing is running along this ledge to the right side of the map and actually entering a hole in the church to get the final part. Now, once again, if any of these get missed, don't worry, you've just got to take the tank, around the map again and give it another go. Assuming you already picked up the gem that I mentioned earlier on, and you've picked up the 3 staff parts, you can now go down into the base of the mound to the 4 staff holders, go over to the purple one, and craft yourself your staff. Remember, by the way, that you're not going to be able to pick up 2 elemental staffs at once. Congratulations, you got your staff! Now, let's get to work upgrading it. Using your gramophone, return to the crazy place and bring your newly crafted lightning staff along with you. Once you're in the crazy place, head over to the lightning corner and you'll see that there are a series of triangles on the wall that look remarkably similar to the layout of a piano. Then, just to the left, there are actually some chords, so it would make sense, I'm sure you'd agree, that we need to play those chords on the piano. However, not everyone knows how to read music, and so what I've done is simplified this for you with the graphic that's on the screen right now, or, I mean, this is really easy. You can just remember these numbers yourself. Essentially, from left to right, on the bottom row only of the triangles, you need to shoot the following. From left to right, use your lightning staff to shoot the first triangle, then the third triangle, then the 6th. The ball of electricity will stay there for a moment and then disappear. Then shoot the 3rd triangle, then the 5th triangle, and finally the 7th. Once again, the electricity of your shots will disappear. Finally, shoot the 2nd, then the 4th, and then the 6th. After that final chord, you'll get a bit of an audio cue and you've completed the step. If you fail, just give it another go and remember to do them in the order that I said. 1, 3, 6, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6. The next step is to turn a series of dials that you might have noticed dotted around the map to various positions. The idea is that we are stopping them from sparking, which I guess is like fixing the circuit or something. You can do these at any point in your game, so you can actually have all of these done before you've even got onto this step if you're really organized. The different positions that you need are as follows. Ignore the one that's in the doorway of the top of the workshop to No Man's Land, just don't touch that one. In the tank station, there's a dial just to the left of that back door, and that one needs to be set in the downwards position. There's a dial in the spawn area of the map, right in front of you pretty much as you begin your game, for the most part at least, and that one needs to be set to the leftwards position. At generator 4, if you go towards the wind tunnel entrance, you'll see that there's another panel there, and that one needs to be set upwards. In the upstairs area of the church, there's one that needs to be set upwards. There's one actually below the church as well, which needs to be set right. There's one at generator 5, stamina up, which you need to set down. And finally, the last one I'll be showing you is on the back wall of the mound near the pathway towards the church, and we're going to set that one up. Once you've done all of them, a beam of light will project out of the sky into the mound and you're ready to move on. At that point, you need to go back to the mound and down the stairs, and what you'll notice is that there's a glowing purple ball of energy floating in the bottom center of the 115 amplification rings. What you need to do is crank the levers in that area so that the rings rotate and you change all of the lights on the sides of the rings to purple. If you have any lights that aren't purple, just start turning the levers. As soon as it goes purple, switch lever, rinse and repeat, go through them all, and you'll end up with all purple lights. At that point, go down to the bottom and use your lightning staff to shoot that purple ball of energy. It's gonna fly into the air and actually come back down again in the crazy place. And you need to follow it in there by using your gramophone. This final part of the upgrade process requires you to charge your staff by killing zombies in the crazy place while your staff is resting in its holder. Very similar to the end of Der Eisendrache's bow upgrades, where you have to charge your bow. So once you're in the crazy place and you're ready to get this kicked off, put your staff into the altar where you picked your gem up earlier in your game and start killing zombies. A pro tip for this is that you can actually kill zombies in any area of the crazy place. It doesn't just have to be the middle or anything like that. The souls will still travel to your holder, so if you feel safer camping near one of the teleporters or something like that, then feel free to do so. And if you've already watched my fire staff upgrade guide and feel like filling up some cauldrons, then you can do that now, multitask, and save yourself a little bit of time. Once you've killed enough zombies, you should see a pop-up on the top left-hand corner of your screen saying that the staff is complete, essentially. It'll be a white glow around the outline of the staff, and in your inventory, if you bring it up with your middle button on your controller, you should be able to see that it's done as well. You can go over to it, pick it up, assuming you don't already have a staff in your hand, and give yourself a pat on the back because you've just got access to KIMAT'S Bite. As usual with the upgraded staves, this comes with some extra benefits. For example, you get a new melee attack in the form of a knife on the end of the staff, and you get access to Sekhmet's Vigor, which allows you to revive teammates from a distance using the back end of the staff, and that's accessed via the D-pad. However, I talked at the beginning of the video about the upgraded shot for this thing, and for good reason, okay? When you get access to it, yes, it costs more ammo for you to use, but what you're going to be able to do is shoot this big old blob of electricity into any choke point you like, and then any zombies running through that area are going to have electricity chained to them and are going to get zapped off the face of the dang planet. It's pretty fantastic. When it's upgraded as well, the kills that you were previously getting with that regular shot are going to actually happen faster. The zombies are going to die more quickly, so that's an added bonus. Overall, this is a pretty damn solid staff in my opinion. It's also a really easy upgrade. You just shoot the wall like 9 times and then turn some knobs and you're done pretty much. Really straightforward stuff. However, maybe there's another staff that you think is even easier to upgrade, or maybe is more worth your time. If so, leave a comment with that information down below. Also, consider subscribing for more crystal clear guides just like this one, with all the usual nonsense removed. In fact, on the screen right now, I'm going to have links to my 3 other Origins staff guides and my main Origins Easter egg guide, so feel free to click on over to any of those, and I'm sure you'll enjoy them just as much as you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.